You ever been with a chick and while you two were getting it in, she starts to do and say things in the middle of intercourse that makes you raise your eyebrow and think to yourself, this bitch is a freak. Look, we all know having sex is natural and just another part of life. But a woman who expresses their sexuality openly and without shame often faces scrutiny and judgment. While most men act shocked or disappointed when they learn their girl is a freak, players don't flinch a muscle. Why not? Because we already know that every queen is a whore and every whore is a queen. The sooner you learn about a woman's true nature, the sooner you will be able to use that knowledge to your advantage. I hope you brought a pen and pad because we're about to get deep for this one. But before we go any deeper, hit that like button and subscribe to a player's channel. I got a whole lot of good information for you in the next coming months, so be sure to stay tuned for that. Now, let's get into some game. At the very core of this game, for all men lies a desire for sexual contact. For women, this is no different. Women possess a rich and multifaceted sexuality that, when nurtured, can contribute to personal fulfillment and relational intimacy for you. However, societal norms have framed female sexuality and their expression of it as taboo, leading many women to suppress their desires. Contrary to popular stereotypes, a woman's willingness to explore her sexuality is not indicative of moral failings, but a reflection of her natural disposition. But societal conditioning has labeled women as less respectable for expressing these desires, which then creates shame, blocking their ability to fully be themselves in the bedroom. Women often grow up in environments that stigmatize sexual expression, comparing modesty with respectability. From media portrayals to family teachings, these messages contribute to a narrative that forces many women to mask their true selves. This also results in an internal conflict, the fear of being judged by partners or even other females out there, versus the yearning for exploring her wilder side. Players understand these constraints and can play a crucial role in helping a chick break free from those shackles. Trust me when I say this, some of the best pussy you will ever get will be from a woman who is a freak. Because when a woman really lets go of all her inhibitions and shares her deepest thoughts and desires with you, the sex will be bananas. Growing up, we all knew that girl that everyone talked about in the locker room or the one who banged half the guys in the neighborhood. And of course, since you were young and immature, you treated her like a plague by teasing her and talking behind her back. This is why a lot of chicks move out of their old hometowns and start a new life in attempt of burying sexual skeletons. For a player, understanding the gravity of this is critical. Women who open up about their experiences, preferences, or past are entrusting you with a part of themselves they may rarely share. Her openness must be met with acceptance and encouragement rather than disgust or dismissal. Never forget, the game is judgment free. See, a square would only punish her for her honesty. He will look down on her. He will look at her freakiness as a negative. Why? Because he is thinking with his ego. He is thinking about all the wild and freaky things she did with all those other guys, and will he be able to live up to that? But a player like me could care less about the last man or the next one. We only give a damn about the here and now when it comes to her dropping those panties off. We encourage openness by actively listening, showing understanding, and refraining from passing judgment. Simple acts as validating a woman by asking open-ended questions and affirming her worth as a female will build trust with her. Once a woman feels secure with you, she becomes more likely to express her authentic desires and embrace her sexuality, which is a good thing when you are between those silk sheets. You have to remember, you're not marrying this chick. She is not going to be the mother of your children. She is not the one that you will choose to spend the rest of your life with. I have a new video dropping soon called What is Wife Material? Keep an eye out for that. I go a little deeper into categorizing the women that should be in your life. But what if she is the woman you decide to settle down with? If she wasn't a virgin who has been locked up in an ivory tower since she hit puberty, does that make her too unpure for you? Look, as a man, you should approach serious relationships with logic and understanding, which then creates no space for any misunderstanding with the woman you choose to be with. Personally, I want my wife to know how to screw, and if I wasn't the one who taught her, well, that's just something I'm going to have to learn to live with, Pimp Juice. And on a side note, most likely it was a guy like me who taught her everything she knows in the bedroom, but hey, that's neither here or there. And something like that really should not mess with your ego, because the truth is, I ain't seen a pussy in the junkyard yet. Throw a little vinegar on it and it'll tighten right back up. So basically, what am I saying? Well, I'm saying embrace her freakiness. Don't look at it as being a weakness or a flaw. A woman's sexual expression is a testament to her strength and authenticity. Embracing this aspect of her life allows her to connect with you on a deeper level and to live in alignment with her true nature. Rewriting the narrative around women's sexuality is a must because it was written by lames and squares in the first place who thought that a woman belonged to them, when the truth is, she's had that pussy since birth, so the only one it truly belongs to is her. You're just using it till you get tired of it. So stop tripping and relax, playboy. Being a freak is part of a female's identity that men should celebrate rather than judge. Forget what Twitter thinks. It's all a mind fuck anyway. If you understand her place in the game, you will understand what to do with her when you meet her. Never forget, a true hoe can only be herself around a true player or a pimp, and that's a fact. I hope you really learned something about a woman's nature from this video and how to use that knowledge to your advantage. Anyway, I'm going to holler at you guys in the next one. Until then, play on, player.